Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a chevron ending for your friendship bracelets. Okay, so to do this chevron shaped ending for your bracelets, what you're going to do is I'm going to do one side first, I'm going to do the left side. So I'm going to separate the strings on the right and just focus on this left side. So I'm going to start with the strings all the way on the left. So I'm going to grab the first two strings, which for me is this white and this purple. And with my second string, which for me is this purple, I'm going to do a backward forward knot onto this white string. And now with these two strings, I'm going to group them together into one pile. Now these two strings are in one group. I'm going to grab my next string. So these two are in one pile. My next string here, which is my pink, and I'm going to do a backward forward knot again, but not only onto just one string, onto both of the strings, because we group them into one group, and then we're going to tie this onto that group. And then with that string that you just made that knot with, you're going to also put that in with your group. And now I'm going to grab my next string, which is my orange string, and I'm going to do a backward forward knot onto this whole group again. And then with that string that we just knotted with, we're going to put it in that same pile again. So now there's even a bigger group. Now we're going to grab our next string, which for me is this yellow, and we're going to do another backward forward knot. And with that string again, we're going to add it into our group. And then with our next string, which for me is my green, I'm going to grab that green string and I'm going to do another backward forward knot onto this group. So basically what you're doing is every time you do the knot, you're just adding it to the group. And remember when you're doing this to pull tightly so it will stay in like right next to the bracelet. Now with my last string on this side, you may have more strings, you may have less, but you keep on doing it with those strings. This is my last string. I'm going to do another backward forward knot onto that whole group with that green string I just knotted with there inside of that group too. Okay, and now I've used all my strings that were over here to make that side of the ending. Now we're going to do basically the same thing on the other side. So I'm just going to separate that left pile now and focus on the right side. Again, I'm going to grab my two most outer strings, which again, because it should be mirrored to the other pile, is my purple and white. And with my purple string, I'm going to be doing a forward backward knot onto this white string. And then I'm going to pile them together and grab my next string, which is my pink. And I'm going to do another forward backward knot onto this pile. And then with that string that I just knotted with, I'm going to put it in with that pile here. And I'm going to grab my next string, which my next string is this orange. So I'm going to do a forward backward knot with this orange onto this pile. And then with that orange string that I just knotted with, I'm putting it back in my pile, and I'm going to grab my next string, which is my yellow string, and I'm going to do another forward backward knot onto this pile. And with that string I just knotted with, which is my yellow, I'm going to put it inside that group again. And I'm going to grab my next string, which is my green, and I'm going to do a forward backward knot onto this group. And with with that green string that I just knotted with, I'm going to put it inside that pile again, and I'm going to grab my next string, which is my last string, and it is my blue string. So with this string again, I'm going to do a forward backward knot onto this pile. And there we go. Now we've made our ending for our bracelet. Now all you have to do is make the ties, and then you're ready to wear your bracelet. Also, this pattern that I'm using here, I'm going to leave the link to this pattern in the description box below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and were able to make your own chevron ending for your friendship bracelets. In next week's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make the twisted ties for the end of your bracelet, so that will make you be able to actually wear your bracelet to tie it onto your wrist. And if you have any other bracelet related videos or bracelet patterns that you want me to try out, please leave them in the comments down below. But if the comments don't work, then on my YouTube channel homepage,